Welcome to the 5th episode of Mastered Craft. I know we've been lost for a while, but we are back now. So for those who are watching for the first time, this show is called The Mastered Craft. I'm your host, David Kamau. And at this space, we get to have conversation with people who are legends in their own area of expertise. And today, I'm joined by one man. Many would say he is a Nigerian from the Western region. Others would say he's an MC. He has hosted in radio. Currently, among others, he's hosting one of the biggest shows that was done by Willis Rabul. Obinna is in the house.
Yep. You are joined with.
Yeah?
I didn't join you. You joined me, bro.
You're sitting
It's
with...
my safe space. You came here. Sama, I've joined.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously.
That's where we go to start with him, you know?
To your people. Gio, I'm joined with.
Sasa, shida ya hao watu ni kiburi, you know? And I know
Yes.
it's kind of you're starting this space.
Boss move.
I know a little bit of your story. You got from Western, came to Nairobi.
Western?
In courts.
Wow. Western ni Kakamega. Mimi ni Mnigeria.
Kodele from somewhere. Anyway, how did you get yourself into comedy?
Wow. Okay. So I started comedy at a tender age. Like I've always just been making people laugh around me because I love laughing. If you've noticed, I laugh a lot. I want happiness, you know. But professionally, when I was in Nairobi and after doing a couple of odd jobs, and then I used to go to National Theatre, so I met the whole bandwagon. Somehow I ended up in the crew for Eric Omondi, Fred Omondi, Chibukizi, J.B. Masanduku, AKA Paul Wakimani. We were in that crew. And
The boys.
yes.
Yep.
So we used to try and make ends meet. So friends of ours, like Fred used to have a show in a club called Tribeca. Then Mr. Nags, who now is called King D, Jimal, used to have a show in Roast House next to Koja Roundabout. So I used to go and sing because I was a musician. So I would sing, we would have a couple of songs done with Fred Omondi and Nini, and then Eric Omondi was huge. So Fred was huge because Eric Omondi was huge.
Yep.
And people used to mistake the two of them.
Yeah, you couldn't tell between Eric and...
No, you could, but unless you are dumb, which is fine.
There you go.
So at some point, if I would do music, I would be paid less.
Okay.
But comedians would be paid more. So I started doing comedy kidogo because initially nilikuwa zile suseme joke. Ukisema hivi, ongeza hii. So I used to be the amplifier. Ongeza hii. So I'm telling the guys, sema hii joke. So later I figured, instead of kuambia sema hii joke, si niseme tu.
In short, you are a creative director in some way. You could sell jokes.
So I started saying the jokes. And somehow life just happened. And here we are.
And you moved Tribeca, that's where you started. Before you know...
Tribeca, really. Tribeca was like our base. Tribeca was where most of us used to converge on Sundays for Kicheko Sunday because it was the biggest club show during that time, hosted by Fred Omondi. But before that, you know, there was Tacos that later changed to iClub.
Yeah.
Then there was Betty's. Betty's changed to 64.
Yep.
Then there was Zip. Then there was Riviera. Then there was Club Hearts, which is now Jamia Food something.
Yeah, somewhere down there.
Yes. Yeah, in Moy Avenue. We had a lot of other clubs we were going around. So I didn't really start
In Tribeca.
But Tribeca is where most people now start to figure out,
Oh, there is a guy called... Then you are not called Obinna, there's a name you were using. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I see it.
Yes.
Then from there, how did you join Churchill show?
I didn't join Churchill. I never joined Churchill.
But you are...
Churchill, I was more of a guest. Because I love stand-up, I enjoy stand-up, and also it's something to experiment with. And sometimes I used to go there and flex. So flexing ground.
Oh, it's now called flexing.
Yeah, it's flexing. On stand-up, it's flexing. Yeah. Because initially, I was known for other things. Like I entered TV properly through Kajero Music Comedy.
Yep.
Which I entered by accident because I had escorted Othul, who was my good friend, and we were living together with him at the Wago in South B. So I had escorted him to shoot.
A small creep, and you're doing for...
Me, I'm a musician. So while we were there, I started talking the Nigerian accent, and Kajairo liked it. And it was like, that guy, muda tufanye kakitu. Sawa. So I went to the street, we did it, and I was calling myself Obinna, the Joker, and I was calling Kajaro, Mr. Kajaka. Like, what's her name? I said, Kajaro, Kajaka, you Kajaka. So I spoke about it. Then there was no Instagram, but there was Facebook.
Oh, it grew via Facebook, eh?
People loved that episode, and a lot of comments were, that's Mr. Kajaka guy, that Nigerian guy, you should come back. And some ended up becoming the permanent face in Kajero Music Comedy together with Paddy. So back then, Paddy was more doing also skits, but he was not Paddy Sana.
But he was a driver to...
Exactly. Yeah, you have your ilikuwa anataka like Raum for Kakairo. Kwa driver wake mtu wa mkono everything. And then when this is happening, one time I ended up in the India party for Nation Media Group, where I was more like an intern per se. So when I ended up there, Alibaba and Alex Madenge were emceeing. Rom, Alex Madenge and Alibaba, they were emceeing. They used to call themselves Serikali. They called me to say hi because they knew me as a comedian from this other circle.
Yeah, you've already been in the circle already.
Yeah, I took the microphone, I lit it up, and the CEO loved me. So since then, my life in Nation Media Group became cemented because nobody now could touch me because the CEO loved me. It's called LG, beautiful human being. And one time I was watching TV, saw Break Time Show, he didn't like the host, told them to audition me, I auditioned with Nice Gidinji, they liked it, and somehow I ended up in Break Time Show after the audition. And Break Time Show is now what cemented my brand because I went to all the high schools.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Then after Break Time Show, during Break Time Show as well, Comedy Club also was very huge. People were starting to embrace more comedy apart from just Churchill's show. And JB Masanduku, Phil Bresson was the creator and director. They invited me as a guest. We're there with Akina Shanikwa, he is now called MC Kevatin. We did an episode, also people loved it. I also ended up being a permanent face in Comedy Club. Yes. Then after this now, Offside on NTV happened. When Break Time Show ended, somehow NTV was coming up with this show. Somehow myself and Otoyo ended up in that role for Offside, which is now Kingori doing as Wicked Edition.
Yes, I know it.
That was Offside, and Kingori was our script writer with Kafisho, Henry Desagu. They were our script writers. So Offside came on NTV with Otoyo, and now that's now when I started now cleaning my brand more. I started becoming more corporate. Because initially me, I was high school kid, I had the red maroon mohawk, you know, I'm dressing funny because tight jeans, nini, because that's what was hip then. So it's just been a constant reinvention. And also the same thing was happening on radio. Because I was doing this thing parallel on radio. When I started, I was an intern at QFM. And I was discovered in a club. Club Hat. We were doing the comedy, the cocoon, the whole crew, the white told Fred, So it was QFM Comedy Night. Hosted by Alibaba. It's happening in Club Hat. It was in Moy Avenue. Right now it's Jamia something. These hotels for Somali. So while I was there, I did music. Then I did comedy, I did music, then I did dance. I was the best that night amongst all these other guys. Let me not mention them, but all my peers. So Esther Masharia was the programs controller in QFM, saw me.
A very beautiful-hearted lady.
Yes. And she called me, she asked for my number, we started talking. So later when I went to Nation, she was like, you just sit here and figure out what you will do because I've seen there is something. But you're still rough around the edges. So I used to sit there and watch all these great guys do it. I was watching Rashid Abdal and Agio one day do breakfast. I was watching Linda Oriaso do mid-morning. Then Elvina Omala and Ron Cliff Odit were doing evening, you know. Then after a period of time, we came up with a show, myself, Alibaba, and the late Tony Kukuni, it's called Rhino.
Rest in peace.
With a show called Vukana Style. It was starting from midnight until 5 in the morning. So that crew of mine started laughing at me that I'm talking to people who are sleeping.
Fredo Modi.
Don't mention names, but that whole crew. Anaongelesha watu wamelala na jifanya mpata kazi ya radio. Amewekwa graveyard shift. And one thing about myself, normally if someone talks bad about whatever I'm doing, sasa hiyo ndo sasa naifanya sasa.
Unapata moto sasa.
Sasa ndo nataka sasa nikukasirishe sasa. Atuniambia hii suti nakwambia sasa ndo ndaiva.
Kesho naivalia pia.
Yes. So I kept on doing it, and while I was doing it, next door there was Easy FM. It's just next door to QFM. And there are two gentlemen, there was Brandon Dwyer and Cupid, who were also interning on that side. So we became friends. Talkative guy, we were vibing. One time we were vibing, they went on air. I went on air with them as Obinna. When the faders went down, I went back to QFM to do my thing. So when they went back on air, guys are calling, asking, where's that stupid Nigerian guy? So Cupid comes. I remember that place, that day, like I can still see Cupid smiling. Cupid had this chubby face. I'm like, what kuita. So I go there, I put on the headphones. Nasikia, where's that stupid Nigerian? I'm like, what's your problem? Because back then Nigerian accent was very big.
Yep.
Then Nigerians were considered to be arrogant and loud and dramatic. So that is what I had embodied.
Yeah, you are
so
this loud guy.
Dramatic and loud guy.
Yep.
So it's like, what's your problem? Nonsense, what are you telling me? I'm telling the first man to be arrested for dressing to kill. The first man to buy a bicycle instead of a new And people loved it. And the three of us did the biggest show on radio that was underrated back then. It's called The Home Run.
Exactly.
It was huge. Nowadays, I go for business meetings in boardroom. I find CEOs tell me, I used to listen to you when I was in campus.
That's what
made my day.
That's when you hosted Mr. Mrs. campuses in so many campuses.
Bro, I did
then,
all the campuses.
Mark you were doing obinna at Easy FM and
MGs and QFM, because I would do Easy FM until midnight, then jump to QFM as a different person until morning with 10,000 shillings a month.
Your angels walk with you.
Yeah, my grandfather was fighting for me.
So at this point, were you at a contract written, or you were working full time?
I got a contract at some point. Then my money was bumped. I think from 10, I think I went to 40, then 70. Then it just kept on going. But at any given point, when you napata bado ilikuwa inatosha. Ile 10 ilikuwa inanitosha vizuri.
Pesa itoshi baba.
Ya, mimi 10 ilikuwa inanitosha. Kwanza kuongezwa sasa ikaacha kutosha. Sasa ndio sio unajiuliza sasa kama ile 10 ilikuwa natumia aje.
Na ulikuwa unatosheka, but you remember you still working as a tout then. We don't have to speak about that. So that we may get done with the radio.
Mimi nakaa kukaa donda.
Kaya bana. Aje sasa. Yeah, iwezekana.
Beba. Mbao. Nimesema mbao si mbao.
Let's not forget it's come from somewhere. Yeah. So that we may get off radio. Yes. Between then and Kiss FM, have you had any interaction with radio anywhere else?
No, so radio I did radio at Easy FM, QFM, then Easy FM was changed to Nation FM. They retained me. And somehow I've done all the slots on radio in the same station. So I did evening with Brian and Cupid.
Yep, I remember.
Then later I came to mid-morning with Sanaipe. Then I went to drive with Antonio Soul. Then breakfast was sikuwa nimefanya. So then there's a time we were called for an interview at Hot 96. So just after, I think I was laid off from Nation, so I was laid off. Then when Nation was reopening again, they called me again. So tukakam tena tukapiga tena.
Please come.
Tena tukakuwa tena laid off. Tena you know where the organization is going, we don't see. Like sawa. So
we need to re-entrench you.
Yes, no, semangi retrench. Wanasemanga we don't see the direction that we are going with the organization. We don't see how you we use big words, but they'll never tell you retrench you. So
I don't see any other job coming.
Yeah, they say in case we'll find something, we'll call you, we are family, That time you're like, fuck family, man. I ain't your family.
I need money.
You're married, man.
Kiss FM came.
Yeah, no. So before Kiss FM, it was Hot 96. When Jalango left, and somehow everywhere Jalango lives, I always just get the phone call.
We'll talk about Jalango.
Yeah, so we just ended up in Hot. There's a couple of us. There was Hamo, there was myself. I don't know, there were like 2-3 other people. Chipukiz or someone. And also, I was the best.
I know you will say that.
To fill that space. Tukakosania kwa pesa. Wacha leo nichome. Kuna mtu anaitwa Otoyo. So, Otoyo is a very good bargainer, negotiator. From the events I've done with him, and anytime I go with him for a corporate meeting, like, I wish I can negotiate.
He's charming.
He's charming.
Very.
The word.
Yeah.
So nikaenda out 96 nikambiwa uko sawa. You are the man for the job. Kuja tuongee pesa. Mimi nikapiga big bro ni aje utos. Utani tuongee. Tukamit. We met at a place called Tulips. It was our favorite place hapa Kile. Kaoda nyama wet fry, kuna jamaa alikuwa anatoka Karuri. That guy was making very nice wet fry. Kampuzi ametengeneza wet fry otoa kwa hapo na mataska zake mbili, moja baridi, moja warm.
Was the task necessary?
So nakwambia ilikuwa it was a intervention. So we are seated there, so we are having these good vibes and everything. So after tumekula, tumepiga mushene zote nini. So nikamwambia, so bro, I want your advice. So nataka kaniambia. So the way you bargain is like this. So ukienda hapo uambie there was someone who was filling this spot before I left. Sasa sitaki hata nipatiwe ile alikuwa anapewa. Nataka tu nipatiwe nusu ya chenye alikuwa anapatiwa. Nikasema, yo, that is brilliant.
My friend,
mimi ni nani? Suti, luku, cologne, nini? Fika meeting, nini? Tukaingia kwa meeting. What was the name of the lady? There were two ladies. No, let me not say also for.
I don't. Yeah. It's okay.
And actually, by there, I was very angry at the two ladies because. Okay, I'll tell you why. Let me set up the story. So, I got the meeting. So we spoke and everything. They told me, so what are your revenue? You know, projections. What do you think? What would you be expecting? You know. There was someone who was filling this space. No, so you are.
No, it's Otos in you.
Verbatim. You are using the same exact words. There was someone who was filling this space before, and I'm just thinking if you give me half of what. Now, you know, the person who was in that place, and you want to live on happy, you want the assumption. So tukavutana wakanambia, you just say a figure. You say a figure, come on. Nikafikiria. Yeah, come on. Say a figure, yo.
Me, that's a mess they use, eh?
So me, I'm like, I can't negotiate. You tell me, what budget do you have? Because Otopia I also ask them, what budget do you have? So me, I'm like, what budget do you have? I say, no, we don't have a budget. You just say.
Say that figure.
Mini nani. 700. Wallahi, I said 700 back then. 700 I got okay, now this is why I was angry at those ladies for a while. So Mojaka can be 700.
That's a small figure.
That is what you're afraid to say. You could have just said it. Come on. So me kunyuma nikuliwe. Yes, Danny. Yes. I like to move it. Okay. The Range Rover is coming close. It's
a problem you make na kuplania pesa haijaingia.
Pesa haijaingia sasa nikasema, na wale walisema naongea na watu wamelala watanishtua. Nini? Wakasmile wakasema, no problem, don't worry. It's okay. We'll just discuss and then we'll let you know by tomorrow and then you see the way forward.
We'll give you a call.
Yes, don't call us. We'll call you. if there's any fluctuations, there'll be a bit of. But see, you're flexible. And you come, yeah, it's negotiable. So mimi najua hata akitoa so mbili hata so tatu.
Uko sawa.
Unajua kwa 7 hadi ukitoa so tatu hata pesa ngapi? 400.
Niko sawa.
And that was a couple of years back, man. Like, yes.
Here I'm driving.
So mimi toka mimi nimerudi. I think I went somewhere, had lunch. Maybe I'm not sure if I called her again. Nikapeleka lunch ingine. My nigga, we made it. Thank you for your advice. Tomorrow, no call.
Until that.
No call. I think after a week or two. Non-advert. DJ Hamo, nani? Professor Hamo. I'm like, son of a bitch.
You told me I got the job.
What up? I'm like, kwani ya kusema 700? So nikakasirikia Hamo. Nikakasirikia the two ladies. Because I'm like,
you would have said
you told me I was best fit for the job. Yep. You told me I performed better than every other person.
That's a figure we can't work with.
And you could have just told me,
it's a figure.
This is high, what of? Because we have ambitions. Yep. I will shoot my shot, bro. Sio simamisha mademu wale mmoja hata uwezi kumnini kwa barabara. Yaani mrembo. Anakwambia usijaribu na.
Goja.
But a man can try. Men, we are conquerors. We try. Yep. Because sometimes ushenda kwa some places. This is also for the employers out there. We've done some businesses where you go, someone tells you how much. You quote them and come sawa, when do we sign? Mbako kuzile ukichako, fuck. I could have put it double. Ukuzile, you know,
kama wananicheza.
Yani unasema
kama wananicheza.
Exactly. So it's better if you start high, mvurutane, unasema at least nimewapeleka. Unasemanga mimi nataka hivi, unasikia sasa umepiga kifua. Wanakuambia sawa, when do we sign? Need to bring the contract now. Uko zile okay.
Just forgot that's a Kikuyu bargaining power. You didn't have it.
I know.
Yep.
So I was very angry for a period of time because I felt I really wanted that opportunity.
You didn't get it.
Breakfast. I really wanted to do breakfast radio. And what I didn't know then was what was happening. I was being prepared for what was coming.
Yep.
But at that moment, I was angry at everything and everybody.
Blame yourself.
Because I didn't get what I wanted then. Because in my head, that was the best bet.
Yep.
But I didn't know. And I always tell people, every rejection or deal that I've lost has always just been a blessing for something bigger. And because if I got that, probably I would not have done Kiss.
Kiss 100.
No, Kiss, bro, Kiss is the toppest, mostest, slot in radio as a comedian. For you to be on Kiss, after Nikwe late night. Do you know in 2013, I sent Caroline Mutoko an email and Maina pitching to take the home run to Kiss and Classic.
Wait, did you get a reply?
Maina didn't respond. Caroline responded. I even still have the email. She said, gentlemen. She called us gentlemen. Oh, so sweet. Back then, Caroline, let me just tell you, we were not gentlemen. Trust me. We was ratchet to the core. We were just some ninjas.
You have the confidence.
Yeah. So she responded. She was like, I'll da. But it never materialized. But even me, I was like, you guys don't know what you're missing. The home run is the biggest if you have it late night on. So I really wanted to do Kiss, even if it's late night. And then somehow in life happens. Again, Jalango leaves.
Yep.
Then again, you're called to audition. Then again, I'm the best among the whole shebang.
Yep.
And then that thing karibu tena ifanyike.
But
Kuna mtu anaitwa Spencer. Sasa, I've been called to Kiss. Tumeshafanya everything, nini. So nimwambia, okay. So, by the look of things, I'm getting it. But kuna mtu anaitwa Spencer. Sasa, Spencer calls me. Hello, Obinna. Good evening. I'm Spencer. My guy. And I've been a president. I'm the producer for breakfast. And now that Jalango's left to go and pursue. So you can use something, you can make an email. To go and pursue our political ambitions. We would like to, we want to consider you for the position, So how much would you be considering?
That thing again.
Ile kitu.
Shida mwenye anakuambia umpate akipiga music video mahali.
Mimi sasa niko zile shetani sasa shwali. Sasa tena umerudi na hizo. Si uache tu. Breathe in, breathe out. Do you guys have a budget? No, we don't have a budget. You just tell us. Nini. I'm like, give me a few. Let me talk to my manager, and then I'll be able to give feedback. So also just give me. Don't take too long because So pressure imepanda. Sasa nipigie otoyo tena.
But you were lucky Jalango was there.
Called Jalas.
Yep.
I met Jalas. Jalas told me the same thing Otoyo told me a couple of years ago. Hey baba, wamekuweka, wamekuchukua.
Sasa
pige kazi baba. I want you to do that. Sanitize.
You know you're my brother.
You know you're my brother.
Yep.
Sasa ukifika hapo piga kazi baba, okay? Sasa wamesema wanakulipa pesa ngapi?
I'm here for that question bro bana.
Hawajaniambia but unajua. Sasa unajua ukiwaitisha pesa yangu.
And there is this thing Jalango never wins. Unajua I'm better than you.
Yeah, he will always tell you. That one he will always make you know your place.
Yeah, but how was the experience co-hosting with the at Kiss 100 Kamene?
It was beautiful.
Yep.
It was beautiful.
Would you miss going back to Kiss 100?
Yes, I do every day. I've always loved radio. I love creating radio, TV. This is what I love. I don't feel like for the 1 year I worked at Kiss, I missed work only once. And that day nilikuwa Mpisha. Nilikuwa admitted heart drip. Every other day, no matter what was happening in my life, I used to show up to work every day and I would do the job diligently because I was never working. Me, I was going to have fun every day and get paid at the end of the month. So I loved it. I miss it. And wakipiga simu sahi. Alafu ongeze ile kitu tulielewana. Kesho asubuhi unaniona good morning. Good morning, welcome to Kiss 100.
My name is Obinna. TV. TV after the break time, eh?
Yes.
I have seen you at 10 over 10 lately. Yeah, you did an awesome good job the first time.
Thank you.
Next Friday. Friday's coming here.
Friday's coming.
So what's the future with 10 over 10? What do you think?
I hope
Yep.
it works. But like they say, hope is not a strategy. So I did my part. So let them do their part. Tukiweka kalamu kwa karatasi na tuelewane. Hapa ndio kuna shida tu.
Money is the thing.
Kwingine kuna shida.
Money the thing.
Mimi ukinipatia microphone na unipatie audience, that is what I do for a living. I live to do that.
Okay.
Just give me the prep. Niambie this is audience ni watoto, your audience ni grown ups, ni corporate, ni ratchet, whatever. I'll do for you whatever. That's what I love doing. But it all comes down to
Money. But let me ask you this question.
Yes.
You get it politely. Do you think you fit into Willis Labulu's shoes?
No.
At Exact?
I think I will do better because I have too much experience in event hosting. It's an event.
Yep.
And also TV. Willis has a background of news. Then he did 10 over 10. And it was beautiful. He did an amazing job. But now, what I can do, I don't think Willis can do what I can do.
Yep.
And I also don't think I can do what Willis can do. He fit the program well. He blended well. He did his part. And also when I come, I'll do a version that he cannot do.
Yeah.
Because first, I'm very versatile. I'm very flexible.
I knew you would say that. We wouldn't get.
Hauko na nikipenda just speaker.
Wacha story mingi. Wacha story mingi.
Nikisema, ladies and gentlemen, now this is 10 over 10. Ukucheki?
Naona ulipeana hood.
Sikia. It's you. Jacket, bro.
Hold on. I saw you give out that.
No, the guy liked it, so I gifted it to him. But that's besides the point. So this is what I'm saying. So I have a background, Kajero Music Comedy, Comedy Club, Break Time Show, Offside FNL, Churchill Show, QFM, Easy FM, Nation FM, Kiss.
And tons of hundreds of events you hosted.
Events, bro, nimefanya mob. Hey, from weddings to graduations to concerts to nini, all these things I see people. Do you know the campus events I've done, Mr. and Miss, bro? Sidhani kuna campus sikuwa ifanya. Like even nowadays wanapigana niko zile, you guys surely. Alafu na pesa wanalipa, alafu yo kuvutana na ma student, hata pesa wanalipa bado committee takula kama nusu. Alafu ukifika sahi, obinna now is different. Ukipira lazima wayuko jamna, unajua kuyuko jamna.
What does that mean?
Sema kuyuko jamna.
Kuyuko jamna.
Yep.
So what does that mean?
Okay. Mzambarao, mti ya mzambarao kitingiza kenge inamwaga.
Yep.
So hustling you for money is called to yuko jam. Mkubwa mazee. Obinna mazee kidogo. Sasa pia pangeni line wa mama hai. Pangeni line hapa.
That totally will not work with your brand.
Yeah. So also by the time you go to, it's too much.
Yep.
You know, so nowadays when I go to campuses, I go there for motivation, inspiration, and to do a couple of challenges of being alive, where now I tell people, find your push-ups, I give you money, do this. Nowadays I go back to campuses for empowering. So I have a background of a lot of these things. So if I happen to get 10 over 10, I would be the ideal person, according to me, because I'm versatile and I can blend into whichever. But even if I don't get it, I do pray that the person who gets the opportunity or gets the
wins
is a person who will really be willing to improvise and also just value the opportunity. Because I realize you have a lot of people who get opportunities and they don't value them.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So let me ask this question before we wind up. I know Jalango has played a really great role in your life.
Yes, yes.
So what would you say of Jalango as your brother?
What do you want me to say? He's the boss. He's my boss. He's my big brother. Yeah.
Essentially, he's created opportunities for you.
Yes, he has. He's a lot. Guidance, opportunity, come through. Like he's been in my life for long. Hey, I've known that guy for a very long time.
So are you yourself creating opportunity for your brothers as well?
What do you think? If you know me, you'd not even ask me that question. Okay, so this is what happened. So before, I used to do a lot of good deeds chini ya maji. Because my background as a child, I was more of a pastor. I was born in a Jehovah's Witness family. So in Jehovah's Witnesses, you're taught to be kind. What this hand gives is in the Bible.
Yep.
I think it was
Receive it, whatever.
What this hand gives, you don't say whatever to the Bible.
Okay.
What this hand gives, this hand should never know. So I used to do good deeds chini ya maji. Nasaidia, bro, aki watu nimesaidia, and then they are very ungrateful. So I decided right now, kwa watu wale nasaidia, na kupost. So that usikamo feel, huyu jamani nini. So nowadays, if I help you, na kupost. Sema huyu mzee alikuwa anataka koti ndio hii. You saw even when I gave the guy the jacket, it was on video, giving him the jacket. So whether he's grateful or not, one time he'll come and say, there'll be receipt. This is Nani's jacket. Even the other people that I'm trying to create opportunities for, get jobs for. You've seen even the situation I have with Steve, I had with Steve Osimpo, with Salasia. It was that whole thing. Steve Osimpo was going through something. I figured, I know these people, let's give him a job for maybe a year. It can help him pay rent, pay a couple of bills. And while I was doing that, the whole thing was stand up and it ended up kutukanwa. But
human beings are still human beings.
I tried to help. Same thing happened to Brian Chira. I called him here for an interview on Obinna show live with someone. I advised him as a brother. Nikatukanwa. So waje ange, unamadvise aje. But I had seen he's younger than me. Where he is now, I was there. I made those mistakes.
I overheard you telling
him.
Then
less than a month later,
it happened.
That's the whole thing. Now he's paying money in court. Now he's out on bond. Then he'll have to go back. If he's guilty, he might be prosecuted and go to jail. And I sat down and told him, listen, bro, don't do this.
I've been there.
I was insulted with some shallow-minded individuals because they didn't see what I'm seeing. So it happens like that. No matter how many good intentions you have, people will always take it wrongly. Even this own interview we've done. Kuna mtu hapa anasema, kinajisikiaje?
Anajigamba ako na kiburi.
I'm talking. Like there's always
something.
So I create opportunities, but nowadays I post. So later unakam kujifeel, bro, there's a time I used to live with 7 men in my house. Ask Andrew, your boss, he knows. All these vines people are doing, I'm the one who started them in Kenya. All these vines, what is talking a crazy cannot doing everybody, I started them.
How long?
The person was doing them before any other person in Kenya. And Andrew, your boss, is the one who was shooting in my house. He used to come, find 7 men, just sleeping there, wanakula, wanalala, wanakulana, wanafanya whatever, na watibu, nikienda event. I used to go for shows in Mombasa, na wabeba water, na walipia penye watakula, penye watakulana, everything. And they were all older than me. And right now, not even one of them is talking to me. And I housed them for more than 3 to 4 years.
What?
I'm telling you, that's the way life happens. Na hiyo nyumba nilikuwa na house nano, ilikuwa nyumba nani? Jalas nalitoka.
Oh, I overheard a story that I'm just about to say it, but let me hold it. Let me hold it off camera. Andrew is picture clear if you don't know who we're talking about. Picture clear.
He was even the one who was doing the live for
Jalango TV.
Picture clear. I'm the one who made Andrew. Andrew was a mangi. When nobody was listening to Andrew was very talented. Alikuwa mnono. Alafu alikuwa anatembea na boy mwingine hapo, alikuwa boy wawili ma BFF hata siku zao wanashani. So me, I took Andrew under my wing. Nikamwambia, bro, come. So I used to shoot the skits. Till I shoot Andrew nazikata nazika Facebook. Facebook was big. My Facebook before it was hacked. It was huge. I was the first comedian in Kenya to get to 100,000 likes. And followers on Instagram and 200,000. I did the first Instagram party when I was 100k. Then I did second Instagram party when I was at 200k. The first, because of those vines.
So you tell me all those works that was done then, Andrew was
Andrew
the guy
was
behind.
Was doing. And then Andrew akakuja kaanza kumoka. Venye Andrew alikuwa na jalango hivi, Andrew akataka kuniongelesha. Nilikuwa nakuja hapo akishoot bonga na jala. Sio alikuwa tu hapa miali. Bwana nilikuwa hapo. Na kama namsalimia, naangalia Andrew.
Saizi hata live yako wakuji.
Akatengeneza marasta. Akakuwa bosi, akanunua kagari. Watu wako na madharau.
Well, he's making me now. Don't worry. He has.
Siku hizi anashoot na black magic. Mtu alikuwa anakuja na Panasonic nyingine akamkoda. Anashoot na kamkoda ile iko na firewire.
Oga Obinna is a musician.
Yes.
Bro, I've heard your music.
Yes.
Well, honestly, the music that I like and I feel them. But you know, as a human being, there's some you feel. Yeah, you know, yep. But I heard there's a taste you have with the way you do your music.
Yeah.
So you don't follow the trend that maybe other musician does. So why not?
Because I'm versatile. I don't want to put myself in a cage. I'm the only musician in Kenya who can sing any genre. Bro, put me in the studio today. You want a hip-hop jam, I'll do a hip-hop jam. You want reggae, I'll do. You want dancehall, I'll do. You want kapuka, you want gengeton, you want rumba. Bro, go to my YouTube. I have over 50 music videos. I've done all of them. I even have a song with Calligraph.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I've done all these things, and now the problem is I blew up as a comedian. So people are finding it hard to fathom.
Yeah, Oga Obinna as a musician.
I can be a musician, I can be a DJ, I can be a creative director, I can be an editor, I can be an event MC, I can be a father, I can be this thing, I can be a dancer, I can be a kickboxer. Right now I'm training golf.
Yeah, so you
People
training
can't.
with your kid.
Why? Small minds. Stick to your lane. Who defines the lane?
God, maybe.
God. My point exactly. So if God tells me, and you know most of these things are skills. God tells me, okay, do this thing. Bro, it's a skill. You learn it, you do it. And what I decided in my life, I will experiment as long as it makes me happy.
Yep.
Just
be you.
That's your business. Your happiness is an internal job.
Yep.
Bro, when I'm in the studio, I have fun. When I'm DJing, I have fun. When I'm kickboxing, I have fun. When I go to the gym, I have fun. When I'm eating, I have fun. When I'm with my kids, I have fun. When I'm golfing, I have fun. When I'm driving around, I have fun. When I'm interviewing people here on Obinna Show Live, I have fun.
It's fun.
When I'm giving, I have fun. Bro, I'm enjoying. Me, I'm living la vida loca. I always tell people, at this moment, I've achieved everything I wanted to achieve in life. Every other thing I'm achieving now is extra. For example, I want a bigger car. Extra. I want a bigger house. Extra. I want to travel the world. Extra. I've traveled to a couple of places.
Yep.
Like every other thing I want now is extra. I want more money so I can help more people. That's extra. But I've achieved nearly everything that I've wanted so far at this moment.
So whatever you...
You see, so I live for me. So I do, if you look at my music, I'm doing a couple of experiments. Because also as an artist, I've not found my sound. Because I've done a couple of songs. So the day I'll do one, and itashika, nitakwamia tu hapo. Problem is I have so many songs, bro, that I've done that I've not even released. Like now, Friday night, that I did a month ago, I've done the remix with 9 top A-list artists. Wakondani. Let me not say now because the way I've planned the promo. We're supposed to shoot the video tomorrow, but I think we'll do it next week. Financial constraints. You know, bringing together 9 celebrities in one place.
I know. I know.
Water na nini.
And time still.
And time nini. Production is an expensive affair. So we've done the remix of Friday night. Bro, it's huge. The song is 10 minutes. I'm the first Kenyan musician to do a song.
10 minutes.
And it is not rumba. And it's not benga or lingala or whatever.
And you
it
put
is Afro pop. It's a pop jam, it's a club banger, and it is 10 minutes, and we have 9 celebrities on the song. The first in Kenya.
I'm waiting for that video.
Wait for it, it's fire, trust me.
I'm waiting for it.
Lakini watu ni nani?
Wataongea tu.
No, mimi kuongea ndo. Mimi wasipongea bro, kwani mimi ni mti?
Wewe.
Mimi ni mti.
The better side. The positive side first.
Publicity is publicity.
Well.
Wacha waseme.
So let us wind up. You know, your time is going off.
Yes.
So I want you to say something to young youths, a generation that feels that you can wake up today and tomorrow you want a car like Oga Obinna, you want to be into over 10 like Obinna, do Kiss 100. They need to understand that it takes time.
Yeah, it takes time, but also if you want to wake up today and tomorrow on a big car, it's also very possible, but it's a high-risk job. Let me tell you how. If you don't bank Kenya, if you don't get it, forget about it. Kuna kufua, dobi. If you don't get it, forget about it. Kuna if you don't get it,
forget about it.
But it's a high-risk job. But if you want to do it the right way, like I always tell people, forget about the destination. Enjoy the journey. Most people forget about the journey. They just focus on the destination. You don't see where you are.
Yep.
Like myself, there's a time I was there also. That's why I always tell people, don't do this. I was there where I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. But sometimes I pause, I'm like, wait a minute. Do you realize ulikuwa unafanya mjengo wewe? Do you realize realize ulikuwa chokora? Do you realize ulifukuzwa na babako home? Do you realize ulikuwa industrial area ukifloat ma containers za 90 kg zikakumiza mgongo? Do you realize umefanya hoteli? Do you realize umefanya hizi vitu? Do you realize there's a time, bro, I had a mabati house in Landimawe. I was paying rent for 4,000. I was an office messenger in Westlands Kiko Plaza. A company called Greenworld International.
Yeah, I've heard that story. You said
bro,
it.
I was balling.
Yeah.
Nyumba ya mabati ya 4,000.
And your boss had bought your mic.
Yes, he was called Chong Song Wang. Niko na nduthi, it was called Jing Cheng. Akanipea pesa nikaenda Rocky driving. Wewe unajua Rocky ni nini wewe? Rocky.
Westlands.
Wewe unasema. Nilisoma kwa Westlands. Wewe unasema wewe na driving school nikaenda Health ile industrial area nikafanya BCE ya trailer.
Sikia.
Bro, nilikuwa naingia kwa hawa yangu hivi, ini kitanda, niko na kiti ya plastic, I still have it until now. Niko na Aukma 14-inch TV. Niko na Ampex home theater. Niko na DVD player hapo kadogo ya LG. Bro, nikiweka hapo movie na nikaa hivi na niweke mguu kwa kitanda na stove yangu iko hapa. Oh, nilikuwa naambia mimi niko abosika.
Hiyo stove ukiwasha upima hivi.
Wewe uko lazima kwa nyumba, wewe utakufa. Lazimia nje. Ukizima kwa nyumba bwana, carbon monoxide. Napiga alafu unafunga mlango na upepo isirudi. Alafu neighbor alikuwa akikuwa na mgeni. Mimi nasikia movie. Patanisho. Mimi nasikia live. Unasikia patanisho imeanza sasa hivi. Bro, I used to witness that thing. Yale kwanga mko. Wakilimana. Ni kwa kilimana hivi ama hivi, mimi niko hapo. Jua mchana nyumbangu ni incubator. Mchana ulikuwa na kabila shati. Ni joto mbaya, mbona kaa kwa floor. Alafu usiku sasa kama ni baridi ni freezer. Unacheza wewe. So during that time I was balling. But I was like, I want better. And then now I'm looking at where I am in life and then I still like, no, you know, bro, take a chill pill. Appreciate. I was there, bro. Nilikuwa nauza nyasi, nilikuwa nalimia watu shago, nilikuwa nafanya utongo, inaitwa tongo. Unalimia msee the whole day unalipwa 70.
Ile kupimwa. Yep.
So I was there, I've done that. And then now I'm here, bro. So I look at all the people who depend on me and I'm like, yeah, bro, you've done well for yourself.
Yep.
And I've been legit from zero until now. Bro, if I was doing illegal shit, I would be in Dubai. See, wash kind of legal shit. Bro, there's a lot of illegal things, but I'll be a politician. You know, being a politician is doing illegal.
I didn't hear that. We didn't hear that.
Unadanganya watu. Mimi ninaweka lami kwa samba. Kila samba ya mtu wa mama hai.
Next week.
Wait, siongee mbaji wa president wangu. So sometimes young people forget that there is a journey. And everything that I've gone through, I always say these things and I will not stop saying it. Everything I've gone through has taught me a lesson of the person I am now.
Yep.
The things I know this year, bro, I wish I knew them last year. And the things I knew last year, I wish I knew them the other year. And so on and so forth. Because I've made so many mistakes, bro. I've offended a couple of people. I've fallen down a couple of times, but I've gotten up again. And I've done it myself. I've tried to give up a couple of times. But the fact that I never gave up is why I am here.
Yep.
And even, you see, I left Kiss a couple of months ago.
Yep.
And people are like, unatokaje Kiss nini? I felt I'd served my purpose. And whatever I wanted was not being given the way I wanted.
Yep.
And they felt maybe they cannot add it the way I wanted. Tukagree amicable. It's fine. We've done this. Tumeachana si mabeshte. No, by the way, I'm very grateful. I'm forever grateful for Kiss. It was a beautiful platform. I enjoyed it while it lasted. But now, if I didn't leave, I could not have gotten the chance to try 10 over 10.
Yep.
And I've also ever wanted to be on TV, on Citizen TV. Because Citizen is the biggest television platform in the country. I've always wanted to be on Citizen. So if it happens, you see now, leaving Kiss would have been. And even if it doesn't happen, maybe I'll be BBC.
Yeah, something else bigger is coming.
Obinna TV is going to be the biggest TV.
Yeah.
You never know. But it teaches you patience, persistence, perseverance. So most young people always DM me, bro, mazi, mimi niko na talent, mazi, uko support mazi, I can be the big thing. I know a lot of big things that have nothing. Bro, I know a lot of superstars who are big, but ana kitu ya kukula, ana mali pa kulala, ana nini and all these things. But they are big. Being a big thing is not the main thing. Mental space ikoaje? Do you know how to balance your finances? Bro, wasi wanapatanga deals wanachoma. Waka nakaa chini, what's wrong with this young people? Msi anachoma deal poa. Msi anafanya nini? I'm just like, man. Msi ameribu hivi because now ambiliki, when they are the top ambiliki, bro, I've seen so many come and fall. Bro, I've been here for about 10, 11, 12 years, I think. I've seen people rise from nowhere. Mtu ni mkubwa anachezwa kila mali kama ni msanii.
Yep.
Ako na mashows ka 50 in one day.
But his time.
I've seen comedians come nini then.
Gone.
I've seen dancers, whatever, everything, even businessmen, even just video vixens, models. I've seen them.
It's a wave.
Even socialites, I've seen.
Yep.
It's a wave. But how do you master how to weather the storm?
Down.
How do you invest in human currency? How do you balance? How do you ground yourself? It's not an overnight job. You need to have the right people around you, the right friends. Bro, I've had the wrong friends. I just used to house a couple of people in my house.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, that time, bro, nilikuwa na pesa bwana. Nyinyi mnasema bro, nilikuwa na pesa. Nilikuwa nafungua hivi draw. Do you know I had the same car for over 5 years?
But you had money.
Wrong friends. Bro, kuna mtu aliniambia niaje, kuna mashamba sio Kimau ni 200,000. Bro, the farthest I ever went on that side for Syokimau was Bellevue. Nikasema mimi
Ninunue shamba
niende huko kwa
sio
swamp.
Kimau.
Kwa swamp. Someone invited, no, it was Munene Nyaga. He invited us. He had built a very big house your side. I didn't go. Akinatoa went. Wakasema maze ule ameishi in the middle of nowhere.
Kwa Ukambani.
Yeah, wakasema huko maze hapo tu Syokimau, huko maze huko chini maze huko those times ilikuwa ndogo hivyo. Thika Road ilikuwa kabarabara kanaenda hivi kwa the highway. Mimi nikasema mimi nichukue pesa ninunue shamba wapi? Bro, nilitiwa shamba place into a B center.
Right now.
Kuna shamba ya 250,000. Bro, I had the money like this. Nikamwambia bro, tuendeni tupige sherehe. And mark you, I don't drink. Na crew yote ni house wanakunywa. Tunatoka tunaenda clubs. Westlands tulikuwa tunaingia Bacchus, tunaingia Changes, tunaingia Aqua, tunaingia Hypnotica, tunaingia Riviera, tunaingia Resorts, tunaingia Black D.
You know, you knew every joint in West.
See, that's where I was working. That was my job. See, me I started my career in the clubs. So unaingia hapo unachapa comedy nini na wasao wamekam na wanakunywa na bili yote mnanipatia nini. Bro, natoka Friday niko hii campus, nikitoka hii campus nimeenda hii campus, hapo kuna hii campus inafanya Mr. and Miss, kuna hii corporate inafanya nini, kuna nini. Bro, I was very liquid. I had wrong friends. Sikubai shamba hata moja.
Right now.
Nimekam kubai shamba na kujengea my parents na kubaya my dad gari na kujenga nyumba yangu baadaye. After these people are out of life, then I'm like, wait a minute. Nilikuwa nangoja, unajua msana ngoja yangu kuna 1 million ama 2 million ufanye. Si ningeanza. Then I started. And somehow I finished my parents' house. And I started mine. And somehow I finished it.
Now you're okay.
I'm not okay. That's the problem.
No, whatever you need is extra. Don't forget that.
I want the extra.
Yes.
Bro, the day you become comfortable, that's the day you fall.
Yeah.
Ati mazi unajua saa mimi ni bossy. No.
My boss says that every time.
No. Me, I want a house in Nairobi. I want a Range Rover Sport. 2013 kuja mpaka huku. White on black like a panda. Panoramic sunroof.
Why? It's coming.
Sport SVR.
It's coming. It's
Black
coming.
rims, bro.
It's coming. It's coming. Thank you so much for honoring the invite.
God.
And it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I want my kids to
coming.
go to international schools, man. Nataka watoto wangu kwa naongelesha French kwa nyumba. Sasa wewe unasema nini bwana? Ongea Kikamba.
I'm a Nigerian.
Umezoea. Nataka watu wangu ongea German. Ich liebe dich, Dad. Najua na maisha nini? Maisha I love you. Yeah. Ikifika siku anambia Dad, guten Nacht.
Just that.
Dad, guten Morgen. I'm like, what? Son. Bro,
You know, you're very funny.
I know, bro. That's why I've survived for this long. But people think I'm not funny at all. But it's fine. Provided I'm
You leave that nonsense. Blessed Jogosh says.
Watch out with the nayo.
Nice.
Don't reinvent the wheel. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, you've managed the digital space so well, so you may abia ma subscribers wako wafike pale Picha Clear Films YouTube channel. Well, as well as ours. Let me get that.
No, mimi kwanza niko hapa kwanza kwambia wenye wakuje kwa yangu. Wewe kujeni kwa.
I was about to say that.
Yeah,
then you cut me short.
Every man for himself and God for us all. Kujeni kwa Obinna TV. Okay, listen to Obinna, guys. Thank you for the support you're showing us on Obinna TV, on Obinna TV Extra, and on my kids' channel. That's the Obinnas. We really, really appreciate. Their page has really grown, and you guys love their content because it's authentic. We don't script it. Thank you so much. If you've not seen it, go to the Obinnas on YouTube. You will enjoy. If you have kids, wake up our own. If you're a parent, you're learning. I'm also learning. I'm experimenting. Let's learn together. On Obinna TV, we have a lot of A-list guests that we host over there. We try to be more inspirational. So if you want to get inspirational stories of people who have been through the things I've been through, they made a couple of mistakes, come through, watch the show as well. You get to learn a thing or two. And Obinna TV Extra, you get to see me experimenting and coming on ground, doing on-ground activations. I'm bringing the challenges on ground to a couple of people. So we meet on Obinna TV Extra. And while we're doing that, for everybody who's here, have you subscribed to this channel? It's Picture Clear Films, right? Please do so because you don't lose anything. You're already consuming the content for free, eh? Just press the button now.
Just.
Na pia kama utaki uache bwana. Only by force. Okay, come on. I'm joking. I'm doing jokes.
Just be nice.
Yes, but I'm not joking.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, see you another time, next episode. 6th episode is coming. Chill and wait for it. Hey, see, thanks, man.
Hi, karibu, my brother.